Good day, hello, and welcome here in LATOKEN Venture Capital TV. My name is Javier Borja, your host for today. And like every session, we bring you innovation, technology, and solutions. Doing all our sessions, you get it to hear directly from the CEOs and the founders about the projects. Today, it's a very, very special show. I'm very glad to present a great, fantastic project that is doing an amazing job, Chingari, and represented by the CEO and founder, Mr. Sumit Ghosh. And also we have the CEO of LATOKEN, Valentin Preobrazinski.
Hey,
Gentlemen,
thanks
good
for
day.
inviting eventually.
Thank you very much for having you here, both of you gentlemen. Just before we start the show, I would just like to tell our viewers that as a reminder, you can see our previous shows and content by visiting latoken.com/VCTV shows. Also follow us on the socials like Facebook and Twitter. As an important reminder, please take note that anything mentioned here is not any type of financial advice. Please do your research before making any decision. It's your choices and your responsibility. Well, with that said, gentlemen, I think we are ready to start this fantastic show. In order to start, then, Sumit, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself and this awesome project that you have?
Sure, absolutely. First of all, thank you, Javier, for having me in your show, and thanks, Valentine, as well. I will just start with a brief background about myself. I'm a engineering grad, by profession. Started my career back in the year 2008 as a computer engineer with Asia's largest software exporter, Tata Consultancy Services. So I was working with National Stock Exchange, writing. Exchange trades. So if you're trading in India today, your trades are actually going through some of my codes written back in those days. And then fast forward that, I started a IT company scaled to $9 million. We were building enterprise SaaS products there, and Chingari happened around 2018. I met two of my friends. Like four of us, we started together, and then while we were building this around 2020 May, there was a geopolitical incident in India which led to the ban of TikTok, and that's when Chingari actually got a lot of traction. Suddenly, we grew from a app which was struggling with 1 million users to 30 million users. On the day of the ban itself, we were growing by 100,000 downloads per hour. While this was happening, we raised some equity capital. We grew the app, we started building the app and growing the user base. Around Jan last year, so Jan 2021, I came across this concept of Web3 and DAOs, and when I read about this, when I read about Web3 and the fundamental concept of a DAO, I was like, this is how the future of internet should be built. This is how the future of social media should be. And that is when I decided that okay, I need to disrupt whatever I'm doing, and disrupt and build this as a DAO and a Web3 company. So that's when we decided, and we had the idea of GARI, which is basically a DAO token or a Web3 token. So uh, GARI essentially gives you ownership and governance rights on the Chingari app. So all Chingari creators, all Chingari users, they will be earning GARI tokens for being active on the app, and it will give you governance rights. And so everything that you do on Chingari app will be powered by the GARI tokens. The biggest advantage with Chingari and GARI is that Chingari is one of those only projects which is getting on chain with more than 30 million monthly active users. So if you look at crypto projects today, there are hardly any projects which get online or get on chain with such a vast amount of users. So that is the power of Chingari, or the power of social media. We also aim to be one of the first apps which will get 1 billion daily active users to Solana. So GARI is basically a token built on Solana. And yeah, I mean, we recently launched on 12 exchanges, including LATOKEN, and it was a great launch. More than $100 million worth of trade volume on day one. Right now, today, the markets, like everywhere, the crypto markets are red and bleeding. So, Gari is also part of the same story. But I mean, we have a like a long-term outlook for the project, and uh, like very positive about what we are building. So happy to take any questions, around what we are doing.
Yeah. So, Simon, just to clarify, so you have something like 10 million daily active users, 9 or 10, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like uh, it's a pretty similar number to daily crypto users. At least it's pretty in the same kind of category. So, uh, how much of them you expect to use crypto? So, how many of them
Uh,
are crypto today, and how many of them will maybe use it in a year?
Sure. So right now, statistically, 2% of our user base are crypto native. I mean, they understand crypto. They have like used crypto once in their lifetime, or held a token, or or bought or sold something using crypto. So the opportunity is to convert these 98% other users into crypto native, and I think that is a large opportunity that we have in Chingari. Getting these millions of users, basically getting into the hands of these millions of users for the first time, before even Bitcoin or Ethereum. So millions of Chingari users will basically mint a Gari token before they even see a Bitcoin or Ethereum, or hear about any of the other cryptocurrency. I think that itself is a huge opportunity for Chingari.
So, as a user, how will I mint it? Should I post a video and have a
Yes.
great reach? So, what
Yes.
should I do to mint it?
Yes. So the business model is pretty similar to play to earn gains, or the gaming model. So you get Gari tokens to create videos on Chingari app. You get Gari tokens to watch videos on Chingari app, or do any kind of engagement on the Chingari app, like commenting or liking a video. And there is an algorithm behind minting these tokens. So the first 10 million tokens are the easiest to mint. So let's say the first million users will be easily able to mint the first 10 million tokens. In the community reserve, we have 250 million tokens total, which will basically get minted in next, let's say, 5 years or 10 years. So the next 10 million tokens, the amount of effort required will be 2x. The algorithm is very similar to Bitcoin. Like in Bitcoin, every 2048 blocks, the mathematical complexity doubles. So same way here in Chingari, I mean, we are not proof of work. We are based on Solana, so it's proof of stake. But the way you will mint tokens is you need to do double amount of work in terms of being active on the app. So let's say for the first 10 million tokens, you mint a Gari token for making a video. For the next 10 million, it will be making two videos, or spending double amount of time watching videos. So, and this complexity increases with every 10 million new tokens being minted. So this way, we basically make sure that the user base keeps on growing. And since the value of Gari tokens will also keep on growing as the user base grows, you essentially put the same amount of work to mint the same value. So everybody will basically be minting the same value, but it's just that the amount of Gari tokens will keep halving with every new mint.
So, everything you mentioned, like creating video, watching, commenting, this is about receiving token for free, right? Minting.
Yeah, receiving token for an effort, like
Right.
spending time. Yeah, not
Yes.
not not really free.
Okay.
So if you
Yeah.
spend time on the app, the app makes money, and this is how we reward the users.
And how app makes money? Who pays? When pays?
Sure. So right now we have ads in the platform, but eventually we will get rid of the ads. We want to monetize the Chingari user base using Web3 business models. So one of the business models is NFTs, where as a user you will be able to mint your videos into popular videos into NFTs on Solana. So any video which gets popular, you can basically just by click of a button mint it into an NFT, and this NFT can be bought, sold, and traded in the GARI NFT Marketplace. So every time the NFT is bought, sold, or traded, you as a creator make a percentage of of that sale. We as a platform make 5% of the sale. So that's how the Gari DAO treasury will make revenues. And then these NFTs will have a lot of utilities. A couple of utilities that I can think at the back of my head will be like, let's say a creator can have a logged live stream only for his NFT owners, or NFT is like somebody can also stake an NFT to a creator or GARI tokens to a creator to participate in his future success. Uh, so the NFTs basically will be not just based on rarity but also on utility. There will be a lot of utilities of these GARI NFTs, video NFTs.
So most of the users, they mint tokens by watching video, commenting, and some of the users, they spend these tokens to launch NFTs, right? And
Yeah, to
also,
buy these NFTs.
should they pay to launch NFT, or they pay only to buy them, or both?
They don't pay to launch NFTs, but
Okay.
they need to pay to list the NFTs, or they can pay. They need to pay to, because once the platform, the NFT marketplace grows, we will be also making revenues by people trying to push their NFTs or promote their NFTs in the marketplace, because the app has has a limited real estate in terms of on-screen real estate. So if you as a creator want your NFTs to be shown on the top of the marketplace, you can spend some GARI tokens
Hmm,
and push
hmm,
it up.
hmm. So, and what about other users, those who do not create NFTs? How do they spend them?
So in general, a user can tip, like you can tip a creator, or you can buy these NFTs. So and
Okay.
there is also a feature of social shopping. So within Chingari app, as a creator, I can sell products. So let's say I'm making a video of something, and in that video I can tag a store which accepts GARI tokens, and then as a user I can buy products within the Chingari app. So just like live streaming stores, or social stores in TikTok, it's just that the difference is here the e-commerce will happen through GARI tokens within the
Hmm.
platform.
Okay. So, what are the reasons to buy this social products, to buy NFTs for for this massive audience?
So the NFTs will unlock a lot of utilities. Yeah. So these NFTs will unlock a lot of utilities. Like let's say I like a creator and I want to access his or her live stream. For that, I will need access. Like I will need to buy his or her NFT. So only the NFT owner will have access to that live stream. Or let's say a creator has a series of videos. He or she can say, that I will lock like my most popular videos, and they can be viewed only by my NFT owners. So, or a creator can also unlock a feature where a user can direct message a creator only if he has his NFT. So the creator economy feature can be powered by the GARI tokens and these NFTs. And there are a lot of use cases that we are building for the consumption of these tokens within the ecosystem, and usage of utilities of these NFT within the ecosystem.
I see some of our viewers are asking when the NFT marketplace will be launched. It's Karen Singh
Uh,
sends for the
yeah,
question.
it
So,
is. It is.
written this.
Sure. The NFTs are like NFT minting feature will be live by March. The marketplace will need 2 quarters to go live. The buying and selling and trading of the NFTs will be live by next 2 quarters, but the users will be able to mint NFTs and start selling them actively without trading by March end.
Oh, great, great. So, and what about GARI token usage? Is it when the token will be used on the platform?
So we are going into beta by end of this month, which is in next 9 days, and in production by first week of Feb.
Mm. So the minting will start.
By this month end, yeah.
Wow, great.
So 30
So,
million users going on chain in next 1 month on Solana,
mm,
using GARI tokens.
mm. Uh, how the token already influenced your growth? Is there any impact for your growth strategy and the growth numbers?
Sure. So the token has basically helped to create a community around Chingari of the crypto users. So we have 200,000 active community on Telegram, Twitter, Discord. within the app, and these are like crypto traders or crypto owners or crypto holders, which is just 2% of, like I said, just 2% of the user base. So the token has kind of helped us in getting this crypto community together in the app, and over time, I think, as we go live, and more users adopt the tokens, and understand its use cases, the it will show up in the app's retention, engagement, and usage metrics. Right now, since the token is not live, we cannot really measure the impact of the token on the app.
Hmm. Um, so, and you do not see much kind of new inflow of users who learned about your token. So it's not yet like a kind of
In,
visible.
not in India. I think in India we were really already popular, but we got a lot of exposure from the crypto community outside India, who had not heard about Chingari before GARI tokens. But they came to know about Chingari only because GARI existed, or GARI was listed on so many exchanges, and we had massive PR, around GARI. So they came to know about Chingari. So once we launch in various international markets, I mean, Chingari is a global product. We have already launched in Indonesia now, getting a lot of love from the Indonesian community. In fact, a lot of TikTokers are joining Chingari now, and they want to earn these GARI tokens. So hopefully we will see very similar results like in India and Indonesia as well, and then eventually, like, throughout the world. So we plan to launch in all the Southeast Asian countries, then Latin America and Africa, and then eventually Europe and US. Um, yeah, I mean, we feel that the presence of this token will like add a flywheel in the growth of the Chingari app, because users will come back every day to earn these tokens and spend
Hmm.
these tokens.
Yeah, crypto is global. How many? What is the share of users outside India which you have, and what are the barriers to acquire users globally?
So we have 90% India, 10% out of India. Out of that, I think 3% will be Indonesia for now, and the remaining 7% is other part of the world. There is no real technology challenge, because once we have launched in Indonesia, we have built a tech for launching multi geo. So we already have the technology infrastructure in place. Right now, it's all about, so whenever we want to enter a new country, we want to get influencers from that country to populate the initial feed of like initial set of videos for the users. So like we can really launch in every country very fast this
Hmm.
year.
So
So
it's a launch do not require much change in the product. What you need is to build some
yeah, it's
influencer.
more of an operational, correct. It's more of an
Operation.
operational challenge than the technology challenge, because the technology is already built. It's done and live for one country. Now it's all about operationally getting into each country and each geo.
Hmm. So, and how do you scale influencers, and how do you plan to use token to track them?
Yeah, so I mean, the tokens are the biggest incentive for the influencers. We just have to announce in
But you didn't use it before, right? So you kind of grown influencers without token before, mostly in India, right? That's why you have
yes,
users in it.
yes. Yeah.
Uh,
So we grew in India because TikTok was not present. I mean, we didn't have the competition from TikTok. So there was a big void, and that's how we grew in India. But outside India, TikTok is present, right? So we need to have a differentiation.
mm,
We need to have a difference, and we need to have a better offering than TikTok. And this Web3 business model, the Web3 model and token is that differentiation. Like, why
mm,
would a creator create content on TikTok where he just gets likes and views? And if you see the TikTok economic model, less than 0.1% of the creators make money on TikTok. Like the really, really popular ones. You have to actually spend a lot of your time and energy to become popular, and then only you start making money. Whereas on GARI, you start making money from day one. You start minting GARI tokens as soon as you become a Chingari member, start uploading content, and you will be able to make $100 the first month itself. And $100 is a lot of money in Southeast Asia, Africa, Latin America. I mean, lot of money in the sense. I mean, it can help you survive and give you a decent earning. So for college, for the demographics that we are targeting, 18 to 25 or 18 to 30, it is a decent amount of money to for their survival.
Yet, if influencer comes to your app in a new country, there's not much viewers, right? Because he has his language barriers. So how do you solve this chicken and egg problem? So influencers, they need a cloud, they need an audience, and they don't
Yeah.
see it when you start this new region, right?
Yeah, so which is why so when we start a new region, like we initially populate some content, and we pay some these influencers to create the content, and when we pay them, it's like a job for them, that okay, they have to just get to the app and create content and populate the feed. Once this is done, the next step is marketing. So then the marketing team activates, they start marketing, and we start getting users, and when the users come in, they already see the content that okay, there is already influencers and creators already in the platform. So they also start creating content, and then it becomes a cycle.
But this should be very high marketing cost, right? So that's is it paid marketing which you bring? Then the people there do not see their known faces, then they leave. So how do you
Yeah,
solve this problem? That marketing
the
should be pretty expensive.
yeah, the first set of creators are kind of paid, and so it is a paid cost for us. So let's say when we launched in Indonesia, we hired the top 100 TikTokers in the country. We paid them like a salary every month to create content, and post like every day, be active on the platform. So basically, you have 100 faces creating content actively. So 100 new videos on the platform every day, and then you go out and start the app campaign, the marketing campaign. When a new user comes, he sees okay, these popular faces are already in the app, and then he organically starts creating content. So the first few months or the first popular creators, that's an expense that we have to make in every geo that we want to enter.
Yeah, for crypto exchanges sounds kind of more easily because uh, Instagram and TikTok wouldn't ban links to exchange, right? But I think they should ban links to competing app, right? So then you can't get audience from these influencers. So they create content, but they do not bring users, right? So what do you do
Yeah,
with this?
yeah, we are not dependent on the influencers to get us the users. I mean, users come from word of mouth. I mean, when I joined Chingari, I tell 10 of my friends that hey, Chingari is giving me Gari tokens. So users just come from word of mouth.
So do you pay some referral fees or
Yes.
just okay?
Yeah.
That's you bring user, you get few dollars.
Yes. Yeah,
So do
there
you
is a
plan to
yeah.
put some Chingari for this um, referral?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Right now there is like a Chingari coins that you get to refer users. Eventually, it will be changed to Gari tokens. So you will
right.
earn Gari tokens to refer a new users. Right now, it is already there. The feature is already in the platform. It's called It's a centralized coin system, but we'll migrate it to the Gari token platform.
Hmm. So it's likely that there are already some copycats and other local apps which also consider adding NFTs and tokens. How do you plan to compete with them? So if you have pretty the same position in terms of number of local users, so
Mhm.
what's your advantage?
So I don't think there is any Web3 app in the whole world right now with the user base of that Chingari has. 30 million monthly active users, and offering Web3 DAOs. The features of Web3. I don't think there is any app which has this. And if a large app like TikTok, they want to build this, they're at least 8 to 9 months behind. I mean, they have to and it's not just about building the tech. That building the tech is easy. It's about reinventing your business model into Web3. Like for Chingari, we are sharing 50% of our revenues with our users and the creators. If today, if today ByteDance or Facebook has to do this, I don't think the board of Facebook or ByteDance will agree, to give 50% of their revenues and share it with their users. For me, it was easy for my it was easy for me to convince my board because I still own 40% of the parent company, and the founders control more than 50% of the company. So for us it was easy, but I don't think it will be that easy for the founders of ByteDance or Facebook to convince their board that, hey, let's part away with hundreds of billions of dollars of annual revenues and give it to the users. So
Other business models with crypto, partnership business models with crypto communities, so crypto exchanges, they have their large audiences. Maybe there are some synergies. There
yes,
any?
yes. See, when these hundreds of millions of Chingari users, when they will mint these GARI tokens, the first thing that they need to do is go to an exchange and sell these tokens to realize its real value. And then they will come back every day to earn and mint these GARI tokens, right? So there is a big synergy between Chingari and all these exchanges, which is why a lot of these exchanges are working with us, and they want to integrate at a very deep level within the Chingari app in every geo that where we want to be in, so that the local users of that country can, when they mint the GARI tokens, they can quickly go to an exchange and try and convert it into fiat and see that, okay, this is real value that I'm getting out of Chingari, and then that will make them come back to the app every day. And when that happens, hundreds of millions of users coming to Chingari every day, that is when we will make revenues, and an economy will be formed, and there will be economic value built out of the app.
So, and how this integration works? Is it some button in their
In the
profile?
app,
How it?
yeah, it's like an off ramp on ramp integration. So a user can just by click of a button, we will integrate various exchanges, so like OKX or KuCoin or even LATOKEN, and they can just go to these the direct USDT GARI pair of that uh, exchange, if they have the app integrated, and they can just directly trade from there.
This also can be very supportive for the token performance. So if there are
Absolutely.
users, they meet small tokens, they learn a token, and then they kind of think, hey, I
Yeah, I mean,
trust, I believe in this product. It will grow. I want to get some stake in this
more of.
success. Yeah.
Yes.
And they
This will
start,
also help us to grow the token price, because a lot of our creators will actually be buyers and holders of our token.
yeah. And then they became like your um, early adopters who are very aligned with you. So they also want to grow your expansion. They will
Yes.
advocate you,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah. It
that's
will be
how.
like a growth flywheel. Like once the integration happens, I think Chingari will be going places. It's
Yeah,
just a matter of 2 weeks.
yeah. I think it's even way more powerful than just paying for some actions, even for paying for a referral friend. When your user is also a stakeholder of your success, it's like shareholder. He's both
Yes.
shareholder
Yes.
and owner, token
Yes.
holder, and the user. So
Yes, he
yeah,
has voting rights, he has governance rights, he can put
wow.
up proposals, he can vote on proposals. Which, tell me a social media app which gives you all this today? There is no one.
I believe this could be the biggest thing in this year in terms of crypto adoption. It
Yeah.
can really open the door to next billion traders, so
Mhm.
they get into this new financial system where they get exposure to new best assets
Yeah.
to crypto startups, and then they learn some other assets, and so they become traders, those who understand how the world works. So they start to
Yes.
see here's that price decline.
Mhm.
Maybe there is some central bank increase their rates, and there is inflation. So they start to learn these concepts, and which makes them really um, stakeholders of the future. So the more people are stakeholders future, the better it will be. So
Yeah,
if there are billion
absolutely.
people yeah, who know how it works and where is the better future, then they will work
Mhm.
together. Great. So,
Absolutely.
by the way, how much time do we have? Do we have 1 hour session, 30 minutes?
Yeah, we still have around 20 minutes more, 30
Yeah,
minutes more. So we have
good.
time. Good. Um,
What's your kind of your idea, the main idea which drive you, right? So to build these big companies, it's not easy, right? Sometimes you have tough times, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what help you to move forward?
Sure. The vision of Chingari was to basically build something for the tier two, tier three, tier four Indians. But today, my larger goal is to basically democratize earning, or democratize like giving equal earning opportunity to the tier three world. So India, Africa, Latin America, Southeast Asia, countries in these parts of the world have not have enough opportunities compared to the Western countries. So I think Web3 can actually bridge that gap, and then Chingari has the has the reach, has the ability, is building the tech to bridge that gap, and provide a, I think, equal earning opportunity for people in these countries, in these parts of the world, which we typically called as the third world countries. I think this decade will be a decade where these countries will have the opportunity, similar to the Western countries, to build technology. Like Chingari has been built out of India. Typically, it's seen as a third world country, right? And if you look at what we are building, it's revolutionary. It's like cutting edge tech. So I think this is the decade where third world countries and engineers of these countries will be able to build solutions for people like us, and give and bring them to the same stage in the world. And so this is the vision and mission that this keeps me awake at night. And uh, uh, any problem that comes, and this thought keeps me awake.
Yeah,
that's
this is
good.
very powerful. Yeah.
You're on the
So,
right path. It,
so I think that the huge value creation here, which is used to pay to those who scale it, is that the blockchain solves the property right problem without army. Right? So previously, kings they printed their money because they had armies, right, to ensure that this money really money. So they ensure that these people own this money, nobody can take it. So that's why they can use it as storage of value and mean of exchange. You need some force which ensure that people prefer to work and to trade rather than to steal. Right? So you need some force for this. And blockchain solves this without army and political systems.
Yeah.
Right? So, it makes clear who
The
owns what.
Yeah,
And
that is the beauty of blockchain. Transparency. Everything is transparent. Like you can't cheat the system. So I think it's very powerful, very beautiful.
yeah, them startups, they can print their money without army. And this money are better because they are so easy to transact without this heavy system, and they are working everywhere in the world. So they print better money. And I think this that your app make it way more easier to anybody to kind of create their currency with NFTs, right? So they start to monetize their social currency, their effort immediately, and get upside of this new technology that bring. I believe this about multi-trillion uh, value creation. So I see we are losing Smith, and I think there's a lot to do, right?
yes,
So,
indeed. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
Sumit
some.
is back with us.
Hey,
um,
yeah, I'm just trying to fix my camera. Something happened with the camera.
No, no worries, Sumit.
Yeah.
yeah. So, Samit, if you have some final message, right, for the audience, right? So that's
Sure.
maybe good
Yeah, I think I.
moment. To,
Yeah, I think I will. I can just conclude in the audio because the camera is not working. So there's some
Sure, no
issue with it.
problem.
Yeah, I mean, thanks Javier and thanks Valentine for having me in the show and giving this opportunity to interact with your audience. It has been a great opportunity. I hope all your questions were answered. I was able to provide you answers to all the queries, talk about what we are building at Chingari, and what's the future looks like with Gari. What is our big vision, and what we want to do in terms of giving equal opportunity, earning opportunity to the global audience in tier 3 countries. And thanks a lot for supporting us in this mission, in whatever ways you guys have. Thanks a lot again.
Great,
Well,
Sumit. Thanks a lot for bringing actually crypto to mainstream with such a big step. And I will ask my team to structure some great offer for your audience so they can use your token to pay their bills in some time in the future very easily, and they also earn some more additional uh, cryptocurrencies. Thanks a lot,
Sure.
Sumit. Have a great
thank
year.
you very much, Sumit. Thank you, Valentin. To our viewers,
Uh,
thank you very much. Have a great day.
all right. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye bye.